Okay, so hello guys, this is Ehis. In this series of trainings, I'm going to be teaching new people, especially how to trade the financial markets, right? So most times, guys, you hear the Forex market, the Forex market, the Forex market. So what actually is the Forex market? What actually is the Forex market? What really is the Forex market? Is Forex trading. What really is Forex trading? Okay, so now Forex trading should better be, it's better to be called, to actually be called financial trading, right? So it should be financial trading because in the financial market, currencies that are represented in Forex is actually one of the several things that we trade in the market. So it's actually called financial trading. Financial trading. Okay, so financial trading encompasses a lot of things. So first, what is traded in the financial market? What are the assets that are traded in the financial market? So what are the assets? What are the assets that are traded in the financial market? What are the assets that are traded in the financial market? Right? So the assets that are traded in the financial market are a lot. There are a lot, okay? So we'll touch on a few of them. The first one is currencies. Currencies. So when you hear Forex, right, we are talking about currencies. Currencies, right? So when we talk about currencies, we're talking about Euro, USD, Euro, okay? We're talking about the USD. We're talking about the JPY, okay? We're talking about the CHF, all right? So now basically, Forex trading currencies, when you trade currencies, you're trading them in pairs, all right? So we have pairs such as Euro USD, and GBP USD, okay? And so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So we have all of these, the first assets we're talking about currencies, we have all of these that are available for trading in the financial market. So the first thing we're considering is currencies. And we're going to be, and here you see all kinds of assets, all kinds of currencies, Euro, USD, JPY, and so on and so forth. And basically, because they are traded in pairs, you're going to have Euro, USD. Sorry, I made a mistake with that. Euro, USD, right? Then you have GBP, USD. You have several other assets, right? As we delve deeper into this, guys, I'll be able to pick out each one asset for you and be able to help you break it down and show you how to trade this, right? So the second thing you want to, the second asset we're going to be considering are commodities. Commodities. So when you talk about commodities, the main ones are gold. All right, you have gold, you have crude oil, you have crude oil, you have silver, you have palladium, right? Okay, so these are a few of the commodities that we can trade in the financial markets, right? These are some of the commodities we can trade in the financial. These are the most popular ones, especially gold and crude oil. These are the most popular ones, right? Okay, so gold is a very heavily traded asset, traded by institutions, traded by individuals, traded by hedge funds, and so on and so forth, right? So these are some of the the most traded commodities in the financial markets. All right. So when we move away from commodities, what do we have next? We have indexes. Indexes. Okay. So when we talk about index, we're talking about Nasdaq index. Talk about the Nasdaq. We'll talk about the US 30. US 30 is also known as the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the DJIA industrial average, Dow Jones industrial average. Okay, you have the DE30, you have the S&P SPX 500. Now these assets, depending on the broker you're using, they might have different the symbols might be a little bit different, but basically they are the same. All right, so these are the major indexes out there. There are a couple of other ones. These are basically US based indexes, with the exception of DE30. DE30 is a German index. All right, so basically what are indexes? Indexes are a basket of stocks. Basket of stocks. For example, Nasdaq is actually in many brokers you will find that Nasdaq is called the US Tech Index. The US Tech Index. Basically, Nasdaq comprises the Nasdaq100. There's another Nasdaq, right? But this, the one I'm talking about right now, that we are more familiar with, that we retail traders trade using brokers, is called the Nasdaq100, right? So the Nasdaq100 comprises a 100 of the largest technology companies in the US. So the stocks of these 100 technology companies in the US are like put in a basket that is now called the Nasdaq100 and is tracked as one asset. So when you go on the chart and you find this, guys, in upcoming classes, I'll be taking one of them, each one of them, and breaking them down, right? But basically, I'm just showing you tonight what assets are out there to trade in the forex market. When we say trading the forex market, what are we talking about? When we're talking about trading financial market, what are we talking about, right? So that's what the Nasdaq100 index is. Largest technology companies, 100 of them in the US. Then you have the US 30. US 30, like I said, is also known as the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? So the US 30 comprises the 30 largest industrial companies in the US, all right? So whatever is happening in the economy, you will definitely find it reflected in the movement of the US 30, because most of the companies that comprise the US 30 are very heavily tied to the US economy. All right, so the coronavirus, the pandemic, and all of that affects the US index, and the US 30 index mostly affects the Nasdaq. It affects all the indexes that are based in the US, right, actually. But then it has a lot of effect on the US 30, and in fact on all the indexes actually. All right, but basically the US 30, it comprises 30 of the largest industrial companies in the US. Then you have DE30. DE30 is a German index. So, and DE30 comprises 30 of the largest German companies, right? You have BMW, you have Mercedes, you have Deutsche Bank, and several other large industrial companies in the US, in Germany, in Germany. So that's also a very heavily traded index, right? Very heavily traded index. Then you have the SPX 500, is also called the S&P 500, right? So in some brokers you will see it. There could be several nomenclature for it. It doesn't really matter. What matters is it's dealing with the same thing. So it's basically 500 of the largest companies in the US. Okay, they meet certain criteria. Okay, one of the criteria is that you have to be profitable to be added to the S&P 500. You have to be profitable for 4 straight quarters, right? And then you have to have a market cap of over $8 billion. So those are some of the criteria that you have to meet in order to be added to the index. The latest addition to this S&P index is actually Tesla Motors. Tesla Motors just got added, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, thereabout. Okay, so and that really caused a rally in the Tesla stock. And of course, that rally in the Tesla stock will also affect will also cause a rally, which means an appreciation in the price of the Nasdaq index, right? Because actually right now, Tesla, the addition of Tesla is actually has become one of the 10 largest companies in the S&P index, because Tesla is larger than most of the companies that are even in the that have already been added to the S&P index, all right? But previously, Tesla wasn't a profitable company. They weren't a profitable company, so they were just increasing their market cap, but they weren't profitable. But recently, I think over the past 3 or 4 quarters, Tesla has actually reported consistent profitability over the past 4 quarters or thereabout, right? So that's actually why they qualified to be added to the S&P index. So these are some of the indexes in the US that you really that are available for trading. All right. So then we have stocks. You know, stocks. Some of the largest stocks are the stocks of Alphabet. Alphabet has Google. You have Apple. Okay, you have Tesla. Okay, you have Amazon. Right. These are some of the large stocks. The large cap stocks out there that are very liquid, that huge investors are tracking and trading on a daily basis. All right. So that's for that. Then you have cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies. So these are very hot right now. You're talking about Bitcoin. Just Ethereum, Litecoin, etc. Okay, Bitcoin just crossed, I think, 17,000, heading towards 18,000 right now. Okay, now it's nearing the all-time high that Bitcoin actually achieved in late 2018. Okay, this is what you see every year. Towards the end of the year, there's usually an end-of-year rally in cryptocurrencies. All right, so it always happens like this, and then especially Bitcoin usually takes the lead. So now, if you've been in Bitcoin for a couple of weeks now and you've been buying, that's of course you're going to be in profit and all that, right? Bitcoin just keeps increasing and breaking new grounds, breaking new highs, and just keeps going. All right. So when you're on your MT4, these assets are actually available. All of them here are actually available for trading on your MT4 chart, right? So what we're going to be doing is that the truth is, when it comes to financial markets, the principles are basically the same, though you find certain differences in the way different assets behave, right? But then basically what you use to trade one, you can use to trade the other. If you understand how the markets work, you can take those principles and you can use it to trade any of the assets in the financial market, be it currencies, be it commodities, indexes, stocks, cryptocurrencies, and all that, right? So you can trade anything basically in the market, as long as you understand how the market works, right? So in our consequent classes, guys, I'm going to be taking it further and further. Especially, I want to educate new people on how the financial market actually works, the real principles for trading the financial markets, and how to really look at the market in depth, so you become a trader that understands the movement of the market and is able to consistently profit from the market. All right. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, okay? And then I'm going to be posting new videos frequently on this channel, and then so that you'll be able to learn from this and be able to take the principles that we teach here and use it to trade. All right. So that being said, have a nice day, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Good night.